Hey, and this week we're going to do sections in Revit. So we'll cut some sections and put them on a sheet so that we can, if we're providing to a client, we would give them kind of an overview 50% set of, or what is called a design development set, just to make sure that what we have started is what they want their building to look like. So if you're on your floor plan, or you could be in your roof plan, and you go up to the View tab and then hit Section, and then you pick on one side and drag all the way across, and then if you hold Shift, it will toggle the orthogonal direction so your section will stay straight. So you pick the other side and it'll create a section. So as you can see, it has this little dashed line. I think we've talked about this before, that this would be how far the section will view. So it's going to cut a section across here, and this is the extent of the view. You can also see the far clip offset is the same thing as this box. So if I were to move this box manually, you can see it's going to change our far clip offset, or we can enter a value into the far clip offset and it will change. So if you right click on a section and hit Go to View, and then we can get a section view of our house here. This is a view, and it's looking, we can see the back wall. On the Properties palette in this section view, if you go to clip, the far clipping, you can say clip without line or clip with a line. Clip with a line will add a horizontal line if it doesn't clip all the way through an object. I'll give you an example here. So I've set it to 10 feet for the far clip offset, and as you can see, the roof peak just kind of ends. If you wanted to, you could clip without a line and change that to clip with a line, hit OK, and it will add a line that represents how far the section cut is cutting. It will like cut off and add the line there. I prefer not to have the line, just because it can be kind of confusing. It makes you think that the roof ends there. So I'm going to do clip without a line. I'm going to uncheck crop region visible as well. And this is really all there is to it. So once you cut your section, we can look at it on the roof plan, and it's cutting from east to west. And so I'm going to name this section so we know where it is just by the name. I'm going to call it over here under the view name, building section -east /west. I'm going to cut another section that shows this direction. Basically, we're just giving them an overall section that shows kind of a little bit about what the house will look like in a section view. I'm going to move this back so I can get it on this side of the peak, and I can just hover over the section when it's selected. So if I select it, then move my mouse over the section, I can pick and just drag it back a little bit further. And I'm going to give this a 10-foot offset as well in the far clip offset. I think that's what we did here, 10 foot, 10 foot. Now we can go to this view, so we can right click on the section. So you select the line, right click, and then tell it to go to view. And now we have a section that's through the middle of our house. So it kind of gives them an idea what it's going to look like. I'm going to grab this crop region, and I'm just going to pull it up a little bit to the bottom of my footings. You might not have footings, and that's okay. So once that's adjusted how you want it, uncheck the crop region visible, and then let's name this building section what would we say, north /south. And now, just like the other plans we put on a sheet before, we can go up to the View tab, Sheet, and then use our architectural D title block. Click on our view browser or project browser, and then we can drag the views that we want on here. So we didn't have sections before, or at least I deleted them just to do this video, and so you can see they're here under sections. Just hit the plus, and then we can drag the section on the sheet. Just like the elevations, there could be 2 sections per sheet. We'll probably add additional sections as we go, but for this set, we're just trying to give an overall idea of what the building looks like. So we can just drag them onto the sheet. Oops, so here it told me I tried to draw the view on there twice. So I need to do the north and south section view. And drag it onto the screen and then click to place it anywhere. I'm going to actually double click or activate view and go into this section and just raise the section cut up so I can move my title block, my detail title up further. Hit escape, right click, deactivate view, and then grab just the title and drag it up so it's not overlapping this other section. And then we can double click on this view to activate it, and we'll do the same thing here, just drag this section up. Right click to deactivate this view, and that is it. Next thing we'll do is rename this section. In your book on page 80, it shows you the typical naming conventions. So for section views, usually the designation is 3. So we'll do A to symbolize architectural, 300, and then we'll just title this building sections. You can see it changed it here and over here as well. We can go to print, file, print, make sure your page setup is set up correctly with the zoom 100%. You've got your correct sheet size available, offset from corner, making sure that all the checkboxes we've talked about are checked. And I'm going to do current window so I can preview. So, and that's pretty much it. This is what they should look like. They can kind of get an idea of what the inside of their house is and kind of all the different areas. Here's a section through the garage. We can see the garage door. So yeah, we're going to call that good. And we can just escape to get out of that totally. And that'll be it for our sections. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and see you in the next video.